Hey everyone, Scott here, and this is my GoPro Hero 7 Black. Probably one of the worst GoPros that I've ever owned. I mean, it was fine. It took good pictures. It took pictures that you would expect with a GoPro. The video quality was excellent. Image stabilization on this thing was amazing. It's why I got it. But it just didn't hold up all that well. I used the crap out of this thing. I just beat this thing to crap. And it was starting to fail, and I'm going to talk about how it did that exactly in this following list of pros and cons. It just didn't hold up very well over the course of the year that I owned it and the year that I used this thing on a daily basis. And anyway, yeah, let's just get into the pros and cons and I'll explain everything. Probably the worst thing about my GoPro Hero 7 Black was its reliability. I've never had a GoPro that crashed this much. It crashed all the time, even the day that I got it. Through all the software updates, over all the years, it just kept crashing, and still to this day, it still keeps crashing. Unreliable software and firmware, that is definitely a con, a major con, and it's one of the reasons why this was one of the worst GoPros that I've ever owned. Another con right off the bat would be build quality. This button here, this power button, it's ruined. I can't even turn this thing on anymore. It's permanently pressed all the way in. I'm trying to turn it on right now. I'm pressing it in. That's how you turn on the GoPro Hero 7. And I can't get it to turn on. It will eventually. If I take a screwdriver and push down really hard right at the center of that, it will turn on. But it's not going to turn on just by pressing it with my thumb like this. And this thing is just not built like other GoPros. Now, I will say that the build quality was somewhat the same as my old GoPro Hero 5. My Hero 5 was having the same issue a little bit with this power button, and it never got this bad. This here on the Hero 7 was terrible, and it's rendered this thing basically unusable unless I get a screwdriver to push in the power button. So that was a major con. A pro, I will say that yes, it is overall very durable. I mean, I've dropped this thing many times. You can see the case is all beat up, dinged up, scratched up, and it still works. Everything still works if I can turn it on. That's the key issue. But when it's on, everything is working fine. It's still taking good pictures, good video. All the functions work, so that's a good thing. Wi-Fi still works. I like that. A pro, obviously, is its size. I mean, GoPros haven't changed size and shape in, like, ever, I think. Well, the first GoPros were different. This design was unveiled with the GoPro Hero 5, and it's been this way basically ever since. And I don't know, I like the way that it looks. I like the fact that it's black. Unlike my Insta360 Go 3, which was bright white, and it stood out like a sore thumb anywhere I went, this thing was very inconspicuous. The Hero 7 Black is black. It blends in. It's very chameleon-like, which I really like. A pro would be image stabilization. This was the first GoPro that had proper image stabilization all the way up to 4K, and that is the reason why I got this thing. I got this thing within a week of it being launched or unveiled in, I think it was 2017, October 2017. And the image stabilization demos that I was seeing on YouTube looked amazing. And I thought, yeah, there's no way that it's that good. But when I got it and I tried it for myself, it was that good. So that's probably the best or the main pro about the GoPro Hero 7 Black. Image stabilization was amazing. It lived up to the hype, and that's why I use this thing so hard. It was my main camera for everything. Bike rides, doing car videos, travel. Maybe that's why this button just gave out, because I use this thing so much. I don't know, but I've never had a GoPro break like this or fail like this, structure-wise, so that's not a good thing. Oh, it's on. It's absolutely on. I have no idea how I did that. I didn't even press on it in the last minute or so. I have no idea how it turned on like that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, since it's on, let's talk about a con. Would be, it's kind of hard to tell in this video clip right here, but you can't really see through the lens or the LCD screen on the back very well. You need bright light to be able to see anything. But a pro, of course, is that LCD screen. I'd rather have a dimly lit screen than no screen at all, so that was a good thing about the Hero 7 Black. A con would be the front screen, where, you know, it's nice to have, of course, but you can't really see much on it. Just a simple block letter LCD, and there's really no, there's no information here. You can't see what you're looking at when you face the camera towards yourself, so that's kind of a con. But at least there's information there. I guess that's a pro. You can't knock it for at least trying. Having that information is a good thing. A pro is definitely, I know I talked about durability, but this lens cover, I beat this camera to hell. And I never once got a scratch on this thing. You can see it is pretty much flawless. There is not a scratch on that. I've had this GoPro in my pocket with keys and screws and nuts and bolts and all kinds of stuff. I've dropped it on rocky surfaces such as this. It is never scratched. It is absolutely perfect. A con, of course, video quality in low light. That was always a con of GoPro, and it still is here in 2025. You need a lot of light for the GoPro to make good video, and it was, yeah. But if you have good light, it makes great videos. Video quality is excellent. Another con would be sound quality. Audio is just not very good on the GoPro Hero 7 Black. I was always using an external microphone connected to this thing because the native audio capture on this device was terrible. It just didn't sound very good. It wasn't as bad as other GoPros, but it was nowhere near as good as the best, which was the GoPro Hero 4 Black. I still have that camera. I still use that camera for capturing audio, but you can't do it here with the GoPro Hero 7 because it's not that good. Another con would have been battery life. Even when this thing was brand new, shooting in 4K, 60 frames per second, which is always what I shot in, it eats up the battery fast. And I know that's a very demanding resolution and frame rate for capturing video, but I could only get about 30 minutes of recording time in that format, or that resolution and frame rate, so not so good. Anyway, in summary, this failed button totally ruined me on the GoPro Hero 7. Whenever I think about this camera, I think about that button and how this camera is basically unusable anymore, even though I actually got it to turn on in this video somehow. And then also, even though the image stabilization on this thing was so good, it's just that button ruined it for me, and this wasn't my favorite GoPro by a long shot. I have other new GoPros now that I use. This one sits as a backup camera, but even then, I got to get rid of it and sell it for parts because it's unreliable because of that button. So anyway, a good camera for its day, completely unusable now. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, do leave them down below. I will get to them when I can, and I will catch you in the next one.